Welcome, Clint and Julie. Thank you so much for joining us here today on the Coach's Corner podcast. How are you
Oh, it's
doing?
we're doing great. It's good to be here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Brittany. We're excited.
Oh, good. Yes, thank you so much for joining. So, just so everyone knows, we have Clint and Julie Chappell here from Greater Rockwall, our franchisees that about a year ago at this time actually won Marketer of the Year. So, congratulations again. That is awesome. And
Thank you.
today that'll kind of guide our conversation around marketing that works. So, we kind of want to dive into real marketing strategies generated a solid ROI.
That
So
sounds
I
wonderful.
Yeah, so I wanted to kind of start with I guess my first question is what marketing channels have consistently brought in leads?
I think it's very important to try to see what is available in your local community. People like to know people, and so to be able to get out, allow them to meet you, to become familiar with your face, with your family, with what you're doing, to see your involvement in the community. And so we were given some great advice from corporate when we first began to look for opportunities, whether through schools, through local charities, through community events, parades, special times. And so that is something we really focused on immediately, and that has really paid off for us.
Yeah, we focus on all five pillars and put forth items on all five pillars. But we find in our area, community is big. And they want the face to face, the visual, that they're coming from somebody that they know in the community, and the work is done from somebody in the community. And we find that to be the best. And so the visuals of seeing us is key. There's many things that we do with that, such as the parades. We have what's called in the stations outdoor market, where people come by our booths and see us. I mean, 10,000 people can come by that. Um,
And then we have recently worked with our marketing team to really begin to use social media, and that can even include YouTube. So we've tried to also become visually open and available for people to see us even that way through doing videos that can help people understand any questions they might have about remodeling, videos of trends, videos of our design center. So when they come in, they feel like they already know you. They're familiar with what they're going to be walking into. And so also just letting them know about the upcoming events. If they would rather come meet us initially at one of the events or see us there, we really utilize social media and videos as well.
we also see the personal piece on magazine articles. So there's two magazines that we like to use here that are local and targeted to the areas around us, and people read those, is what we find. And those are the articles that do the best, are the ones that are the fuller page, large articles about us. And we always get calls once we put those kind of articles in.
Yeah, that's awesome. I've seen those before. I will say, I think it's amazing how quickly you two had pivoted and overcame the marketing challenge of just the highly competitive digital space you were in, and, really engaged with your community, had community events. I think, and then the more that you're in front of those people face to face, like you were saying, Clint and Julie, that's so, like, when you're more personable, that's so much more memorable and trustworthy. But now that you have their attention, you can retarget them on social media to have them kind of remember you and keep educating them. So I think that is amazing what you have both done so far. What do you think has been your favorite, activity or like face-to-face event, or what kind of community outreach has been your favorite event so far?
I think the one that touches my heart the most is obviously being able to give back, especially around the holidays. We had a really exciting Christmas this year where our charity joined forces with Toys for Tots. And so it really brought in hundreds, if not thousands, of toys and gifts for our local kiddos that might have not had very many gifts at all. And they even focus on the teens. They provide $100 gift card to every teen that they have a name of. And so that is a very, very special time for us. We love to be able to give back. That's just our heart. As far as other events, we had in the past a little event called Heroes Day where we honored our first responders. That too was extremely special. I have two brothers in law enforcement, and my dad is former law enforcement. So that also was very personal. And so it was an honor to be able to participate in that. But it's also super fun during the parade to be able to see the kiddos and the families throw candy and items out to them and see their bright little faces, and the parents. Everyone is just so friendly, and you're kind of more up close and personal. And then I have to say too, at our outdoor stations, that it occurs twice a year, every spring and every fall. And about a year ago, we took one of our tubs, freestanding tubs from our design center, filled it up with Christmas ornaments that are a little bit opaque, and so it looks like bubbles. And we have had the most fun watching people of all ages come by and try to figure out what that is. Some will stop and take pictures. So the last time we put QR codes and things on the tub,
Wow.
so they got more information than they probably even bargained for. But it's so much fun. So we just really enjoy having fun with those in our community, especially those events.
Yeah, that tub has been a huge hit. And we actually, on the parade, we put it on a trailer, and with our team on the trailer as well. And it was a big hit with that, with bubbles that we had coming out too. And we also had our little dogs with us too, and that was a big hit. And the kids were like, "Oh, look, little doggies and stuff." But it's amazing to see as you go through the parade, and we've done it a number of times. People recognize us, but we recognize them as well now too. And so they'll holler out our names or Dreammaker, and get a little bit of hype around that too. But a lot of people we know now and see them multiple times, and it's been really fun.
That's so cool. I love that. That's such a good idea with the bubbles in the tub, the ornaments, and the QR code. That's very creative and way to get scrappy on that. I definitely encourage all franchisees to get a little more creative and scrappy, and I love that idea. Um, so I have a question. When you two first kind of started, I know you knew there was importance with marketing. Did you know how much time consuming it would be? I mean, I know you ended up hiring an agency, Enigma Jason, to help you with doing a lot of that. Tell me about that, and tell me how much, like, maybe time that saved, or just like what was your journey with that like?
So when we first began, corporate had their hands full because I was a Facebook scroller. I might have put in a comment or two, but I really did not know how to do it much at all with social media. So we were able to work with different corporate members to learn kind of just the basics of how to do all of that. And that's probably another reason we became more focused on the community things, because I do love events and have done that often, so that was more comfortable. But once we got going, I began to try to see the importance of the consistency. So we post a scripture with a photo every Sunday. We would try to post personal events, not too much, but some personal events such as birthdays, or we've had a couple of our sons get engaged or married. And so we'll do Mother's Day, Father's Day, things like that to allow people to get to see us. So we kind of tried to do those as just basics for the social media. But it did consume a lot of our time. And as our business grew, and as small business owners, you wear a lot of hats. And so I would be in sales with Clint. I would also be with homeowner selections. So then trying to do the marketing too was quite challenging. We did focus on, again, more personal things. It was a little time consuming, but like sending out Christmas cards or just sending a note. If somebody came to mind, whether they were a current or a past homeowner, or even someone that didn't go with us for some reason, if they came to mind, a lot of times I would just do a little handwritten note just saying, hope you're doing well. You came to mind and I'd love to see you. Feel free sometime to stop by, just grab a cup of coffee and let's catch up. Things like that, just to keep it on a real personal level. And so we did all of that, but then Clint really saw that we needed to hire someone to help us and be more consistent.
Yeah, I thought I could see that Julie was working on all these things and the great personal side of things, but we needed some help, and just because I wanted to offload her with some of this, have somebody that could quickly do things easily, have an idea of things that maybe we don't know how to do, or can't do it quickly, or some great ideas to add to it. So, fortunately, we were able to find somebody that worked within one of the Dreammaker locations before, to help us out. So we got to talking to him, and Jason has really been helpful for us.
Oh, he has been a lifesaver on the digital side for sure. He understands all of the marketing, SEO, and things that I have no clue about. And so, even for example, within the last 6 months, he came in and recognized that some of our Google keywords through our website had been turned off accidentally or whatever happened, but he spotted that. So he turned them back on, and I mean, within just a few business days, our phone started ringing off the wall. So just that skill set that he has and he can bring to us, on top of he does the professional photos for us. He does videos. He will sometimes interview us on a project site and let us describe what materials we use, just different important features of that project. He's been able to break it down to where we can be personal and do videos so people get to know us. So he has just been such an asset.
Yeah, I think he also does all the ads for our magazine articles quickly, able to get those done within a few minutes, where it would take us sometimes hours to try to get done. And so that is extremely helpful, so that we can focus more on the business and other things too, and having the expertise really do the things that requires that expertise. Fidel and others also have helped a lot, and the corporate teams, and so that's also been of quite a good benefit for us too.
Yes, absolutely.
Good, that's awesome. Yeah, I think that storytelling is also very, very important, and just the education. But talking about who you are, family-owned, local small business, very key. I think Jason does a great job of that.
Yes.
You guys do so well with the videos that I see on social media. I learn stuff every time I watch one as well. I think that is great. Do you find that it's doing those kind of things, like the education piece, is just extremely helpful to your clients because they may not know they don't know what they don't know. They don't know how to buy remodeling, maybe. They don't know what they need.
Yes, absolutely. It's amazing. People like the education piece of things. Sometimes it's just they want to know the new trends. Julie does a great job in showing some of these new trends, some of the things that are coming out, what we're seeing now, new products. People don't know what all the new products are that are out there, so we present that as well. Education on just what the process is like. People have fears. It's the unknown. On when you go to remodel, what do you do? How does it work? And coming in, doing all the selections, and so showing that side of things really has helped people out. We've had a lot of comments from people that see what we're showing them, what we're doing. They really enjoy that piece of it. But during that time, it makes them more comfortable, and so it's a little bit easier for them. And they said the other day, somebody came in yesterday even, said, "Yeah, we saw Joel," and they feel comfortable automatically with saying, he's our production manager. He's going to be coming into your home. Oh yes, he's really nice gentleman and fine fellow. Well, they've never met him in person sometimes, but they they say that because of what they see on there. Uh, it's funny also the things that are presented. One of the items that we see get the most attention are the ones that are impromptu or a laugh or just not staged or anything. It's those natural reactions. Joel one time got stumbled up on something he was saying and he started laughing. Well, that got the most views out of just nearly all of our videos that we had, and it's funny how those kind of things really people connect with.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. I love everything you said. I think authenticity is huge. I mean, and you both are great at that. You're very easy to trust. You're just authentic and real. And yeah, especially, I mean, there's no doubt in my mind that that's not true. I mean, we all kind of stumble on our words, but we all, at this day and age, we want to come across as, polished, but really you don't have to. I mean, if you want to look trustworthy, authentic,
Right?
what a better way to do that
Yeah.
than just be authentic. And I love that you said they already feel like they know Joel, they've seen him on social media. You're building trust that way too. I mean,
Right.
the quickest way we can build trust, let's do it. That's what
Yes.
I say. Give
Yeah.
them what they need to know before they, can even think about that. Education, 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 and show them who you are. I totally agree with that.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Well, we are almost at time here, but is there anything else that you want to, look back and say that was a really good idea that we had that we didn't realize, or that you just had a lot of fun doing, or what you're going to continue to do this year on the marketing side?
I think one thing you say, and then Julie will have some things I think too, but the fun part, that's key. We're in a
Yes.
business, we're working hard, we're doing things, but have fun in the process, and that's one of our key values that we hold, and that's from Dream Maker values too. We love that part of it, and I think the family fun. It's so funny to see the kids come in when it's time to do a little interview or talk, and the reactions and things, and doing things together. We have so much fun doing this, and I think that's what we want people to see too, and we want to involve the community in that fun.
Yeah, and I would
Absolutely.
say use your design center, make it an extension of your home. So that's what our heart has been. When somebody comes in, they feel peace, they feel joy. And so we just want to create that atmosphere. We want people to get to know us. We do have lots of fun. We homeschooled, and so that forced us to learn how to get along and to overcome any little moments. And so we just learned, let's just be happy, work it out, and always just have fun together. And then I'm so grateful too for our homeowners, because some of them have actually become friends over time now. We've gone out to eat. We have a little prayer time, and one of our homeowner ladies comes and joins us every week on that. And so it's just really special. Sometimes when I've sent out a card or something, I'll get a call back actually from a homeowner, just letting me hear what's going on in their lives or things like that. So I think relationship is one of the most powerful tools that you can build trust with. Just being open, show that you truly care about the people, about the homeowners. We try to have, for little kids that come in, we'll try to have houses or different coloring books that they can color, or special things for them, always offering them refreshments or things like that, just to try to make it feel like they're a guest in our home, but yet at the same time, a comfortable feeling for them too, that we welcome them with open arms, and we just really appreciate them taking time out of their lives to come get to know us, to see if we can help them create a home that they truly love.
And we find that they are a blessing to us
Yes.
as well. And so it's not just about the job and the business, getting these things done. That's very important, and doing all that right. But it's the relationship, it's the people, it's what the needs are, the deeper needs that we find as we go along the process, but also them. and the relationship that we have with them is such a blessing to us.
Yep, absolutely. I love the the piece of the extension of your home being the design center. And I know we didn't talk about that a lot, but I always encourage franchisees to use their design center to, you know, be leveraged as a marketing piece because first of all, that was expensive to build out.
Yeah.
Secondly, yeah, what a beautiful place to come and, you know, be a little more relaxed that you are the one-stop shop and you can't leave. You know, you have that accountability for all involved. And then the possibilities are endless once they walk through the door to see, you know, different displays and ideas and that homey, I think that that is a great idea. And I'm glad you're going to leverage that this year too for more marketing events. I think that is a great idea.
Yes, definitely. And I would say one other thing that has really helped me in the last year is to keep searching. Attending like the corporate marketing roundtables or whatever's offered each month. I have learned so much from other locations who have been in business longer than I have. And I realize that not everything works at every location, but just to be able to hear some great ideas. That has just, like, for example, hearing that if you do direct mail, do it 3 months minimum. We've implemented that, and that has brought results. So just attending things like that constantly. I go on LinkedIn and I follow so many different marketing groups. One of the keynote speakers we had at one of the corporate events, I follow him, and that's where he's really recently talked about relationships and how important that is. So I have learned so much just by watching videos, you know, following different individuals, following the locations within Dreammaker, and attending these opportunities that we have from corporate each month. You can learn so much, and you know, try different things and try it consistently because it takes time, but it really does pay off.
The other thing too that we're more focused on this year as well is the networking
Yes.
in our community and the networking events and things that are out there. We're seeing more and more now we didn't even know about, and those are also now we can see those are profitable. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's great. I totally agree. There's always people you can meet that'll help you meet somebody or will need you down the road or vice versa too. Goes
That's
both
right.
ways. Well, thank you both. Such great nuggets of wisdom here. I loved everything I heard. It's great to be a teacher, but always be a learner, Julie. And I heard that from you. Yeah, I echo everything that you both have said. So thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you all next time on the Coach's Corner.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, Brittany.
Thank you. Bye.